URT, who are we? URT. This is the URT. You are the URT. Welcome to the United Real Therapy. I'm your host. Welcome back to the channel, people. Big up to everybody. Yeah, another horror show. First half, absolute disgrace. I think Amorim has to change tack. I'm not asking him to change his formation. I just need him to play attacking players in the wide areas. In the wing backs, there has to be attacking players. He can't play defensive players. That's my 2 pence. I don't know what people think they are. I think it's really wrong to scapegoat a young player like Xerxes. I thought he got the lineup wrong tonight, but obviously the players are shit. It's on the players, but I thought he got the personnel wrong. Yeah, I think me and my neighbour could play against Eriksen and Casemiro in midfield, man. In football terms, they're ancient. But it is what it is. Nah, man, we deserve. Well, the fans don't deserve it, but the club deserves this because we're owned by the people who put us in this situation, Jamie. So the more pain. Second half, we tried to make a bit of a fight of it, but Newcastle already were 2-0 up. They sat back and defended their goal. Yeah. 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 It's crazy. It's crazy. Yep, it's Comedy FC, but we've been Comedy FC for a fucking long time. We've been Comedy FC for a long, long time, people. What more can I say? Big up to Khalees from Medin Lassie. Big up to all of you that are here. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Was almost in tears, yeah. We've been speaking about Eriksen Casemiro now in 18 months. That's on the manager. These players can't run. We know that. That's on the manager. Who could have played? You dickhead, Carragher. Fuck off. All the records are going in it. All the fucking records are going. Yeah, that's a sad thing. That's the sad thing, innit? Big up, Sean.
Yeah.
He knew how to job, but I think it's far bigger than he ever imagined. Yeah, big up, Sean. How you doing, Sean? I thought the first race, I mean, the goals, to concede from 2 cross basic Saturday league fucking crosses. It's unbelievable to me. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Honestly, Nordin.
More, it could have been 5 or 6. Ozzy, what are you doing? Get down! Calm down now, you little shit. Calm down. Get down here now. Ugh, doing my head in. Man United got beans goals here. Oh, what are you doing? Get down now. Get down now, you little shit. Oh, he doesn't even understand. He's giving me a hard time.
Yeah, Nordin, it was a horrible, terrible, terrible game.
First half. Talk to me about the first half.
Both halves, man. Honestly, because I'm not really buoyed by the second half performance because I think Newcastle being 2 goals up just took their foot off the gas essentially and let us
Yes.
have possession.
Yeah.
So that second half doesn't do anything for me, honestly. The first half was disgusting. It was terrible. I just honestly, I don't even know where to start from or how to begin because it was just so poor. And I think it further buttresses my point or my concern is that whatever is going on with this team, I don't think it's tactical or personnel wise. They just don't have any confidence whatsoever. The whole team is in a dark place. Like the dressing room, the fan base, the manager, no belief. So I think we lost this game from kickoff. Basically, from the first second of the game, we already lost, or maybe even from the tunnel as well. We had already lost because quite clearly we can't even string a pass together. So pass to your next man, right next to you. Just pass the ball to somebody next to you. We can't do it. We can no longer defend. Newcastle wanted to try corner penalty today. They tried scoring an Olympico because everybody knows just try your luck against United, right? You never know what you can whether you succeed or not. So yeah, this game was terrible. Honestly, it was really really bad. This performance today, and I don't understand why it seems like we're getting worse each game since Amorim took over. Each game has been worse than the previous game. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think maybe it's just time for all of us United fans right now to just give up. Because the game against Liverpool, I don't see us getting anything out of it. I thought today that being at Old Trafford, might help, or the history of us against Newcastle might help, or might get us something, but nothing to show for it. Like not a single positive result or outcome to show for any of this stuff. And honestly, it's frustrating, it's disappointing, to say the least. I think the manager made a mistake by that midfield combination he went with of Casemiro, Ericsson, Xerxes, and Ahmad. That was a big mistake. And I'm glad that he recognized his mistake early on and took off Xerxes within the first 30 minutes. But I don't think that was a mistake that we needed to make. I'm also wondering why Toby Collier hasn't been given a chance to play. In a game against Newcastle, where you know that in the bare minimum you need legs in midfield, you need people to run, you need people to work hard, and you need people to put in the tackle here and there. Why not use Collier? How bad can he be? Honestly, at this point in time, I'm desperate. So even Chido Obi Martin, bring him, 16-year-old. We need a striker, right? So maybe he can't be any worse than what Hoyland is seeing. But yeah, man, I thought it couldn't get any worse last year. This is really bad. Um, this is really, really, really bad. And the problem for Amorim, unfortunately, is that with a new system like this, you need results to you need the players to buy in to what you're doing. And the only way that they can buy in is by getting results. So at this point in time, he's going to have to be a taskmaster, basically telling them, trust me, do as I say, regardless of the outcome that we're getting on the pitch. And I don't know if that's a sustainable position to be in, honestly. So yeah, I'm really concerned. Just in general, I'm very concerned. This particular game was massively disappointing, right? I didn't think I could be more disappointed as a United fan, but today shocked me, honestly.
Why are you shocked, Sean? I mean, should he be shocked? Is it a shocking? It's not really a shocking. Big up Khalif from Medina last Chief Editor United.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
You have to think about the team and also sometimes about the player as the player was suffering. I felt the team was suffering and needed another midfielder. I agree.
So why
I
did you
agree.
start that though?
So why did you start
start
him?
that?
Exactly. That's the question, right? Why did you start? Any one of us could have told you that against Newcastle, with this Newcastle in particular, you need physicality in midfield. You need extremely physical, hardworking players with confidence. And that's not Xerxes. Unfortunately, at this point in time, that's just not Xerxes. So why did we have to learn this particular lesson? I don't know if it was necessary. That's why I'm disappointed, right? Yes, should it be disappointed? I'm disappointed and I'm surprised The reason why I'm surprised is that I put a lot of premium on the X factor when it comes to a manager, right? I think that, like, for example, with Liverpool and Chelsea, I think when towards the end of Klopp's regime, the narrative around Liverpool was that, oh, this is an aging squad with players who might need to be refreshed. Now, under slots, they all look like superstars and heroes. Same thing with Chelsea. One narrative was that, oh, this Chelsea squad is $1 billion waste,
What are you
of players that
doing?
might need to be returned to sender. All of a sudden, under Maresca, they now look like superstars. The same thing for Nottingham Forest, even though you disagree. So I would have expected that, this manager, I think, would have been able to, again, even if, like, I don't think he's asking for too much for us to not have lost 6 out of 8 games. Like, right? I just don't know if it's necessary for us to go through this period. And I feel bad for Amorim also, because I know that, like, now every single press conference, every question would be about, when are you going to change your formation? Should you change your formation? Should you try a new system? What if the players aren't going to adjust your system? What are you going to, so, like, honestly, I just don't know if it was necessary for us to lose all these games that we're losing. You understand? For the future benefits. So I'm a little surprised at how bad we are, honestly. Like, I mean, I assumed that we're bad, but I just didn't think we were this bad. And it looks like there is no hope or prospect, basically, of any type of redemption around the corner.
Yeah, big up.
I'm gonna switch to
Boombaye.
my camera as well. 1 second.
Yeah, big up. Boombaye. How did you see that? People smash a like on the video. It was an absolute horror show in that first half. I thought Amorim got it wrong. Um, me, my neighbor, me and my sister, me and Scholesy could play against fucking Casemiro and Ericsson in midfield. He got it completely wrong. I felt like the whole of Old Trafford is looking for a scapegoat, and they scapegoated Zirkzee. He's 23 years old, youngster, and the people in the stadium fucking booed him and cheered him, which is a fucking disgrace. I didn't agree with it, far from it. But the players just look shy, like they're not interested. They're moaning at each other physically. It's just Newcastle were far more stronger and fitter and quicker, had more skill, more know-how in every aspect of it, in every department. In the first half, they were better than us, and it could have been 4 or 5. But yeah, take the pain. And apparently, Carragher and Gary Neville are saying he needs to go to 4. I don't think he needs to go to 4. I just think he needs to take fucking Ahmad back as a wing back. He needs to fucking put Ahmad back as a wing back.
It's only a
And
matter
then he
of
needs
time
to,
before that
and
process
then he
starts.
needs to play Anthony on the other side. He has to play 2 attacking players in the wing backs. I think that's what he has to do, me personally. But what do you guys think? Bombay, how did he see that?
Look into my eyes, and
Oh my,
you
don't
will
kill me,
see
please.
the pain.
um,
Bro, I've got some closure, and you ain't gonna like it. Nobody's gonna like it. But at this point, not that I don't care, I do care. Um, but I don't care. So, we're shit. This guy has walked into hell, and he walked into this club. He looked, like a bit of the new Jose. He's a handsome, speaks very well. Difficult not to like him. Difficult not to appreciate how he articulates things and handles things quite well. Man, I'm looking at this poor geezer. He's not looking good. He's looking a bit stunned, shell shocked, worried. I just hope he has bulletproof assurances from upstairs. Now, the reason I say that, guys, going into this game, 8 points off the relegation zone. Big up Kieran McKenna. Big, big, big up Kieran McKenna. Pop Chelsea. We're 5 points off relegation now. It's not a joke. I know we talk, get relegated and all that, but this is serious talk now. You're 5 points off the relegation zone. When I speak about things, and please don't cut me off, let me just have this 2 pence and then you can chew me out. I'm happy. I've changed the way I look at things. We're looking at managers, and this isn't Amorim in. I like him. He needs time. he's going to get time from me. I don't care. Yeah, no problem. And I'm the guy, I don't know anything about him. I have no idea. I learn on these managers on the job. I'm old school. I know about old school managers. When we look at managers, the consensus of the fan base is looking at how these managers ply their trade and the football, the value, the entertainment value of the football that they are attracted to in that manager is what makes them, yes, bring this manager. We like his style of play. And this is exactly what we did with Ten Hag. We brought him here. We brought him here on the very premise that we want you to play with Manchester United what we saw you do in the Dutch league with Ajax and in the Champions League to big teams like Real Madrid. Many of us on here, not me, I don't know about that guy, but have come on here and said Madrid tore him apart, amazing, brilliant, and I believe he got the job on merit. He comes a few first year into the job. What does he say to you all, to all of us? Eric, what's happening with that style, by the way? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to play that here ever. Oh, why is that? Well, I haven't got the players, even though I spent 600 million, which is 200 million a season, bro. And we don't sell well. Always remember, Man United lose money on sales. So that 200 million a season is actually even more dirty than the figure I'm giving you. Because if we're selling at a loss. Remember that. And we saw none of that football. Zero. Nothing. We had one game. Ironically, it's against the manager that I want, which is Conte. That was the best performance I've seen from a Man United in years. For 70 minutes, tore him up. What that's telling me with Amorim, we've gone in and got another manager because we love the style of play. There's some problems there that maybe we're overlooking, which are the managers that are doing what they're doing, where they're doing it, are walking into a club that is a behemoth of a club. They don't have the experience at this size of club, number one. They've not done that type of football in this league, number two. And the club that they're coming into has not got the personnel in order for you to execute what you have been doing abroad, which is the reason we brought you in the first place. And that's going to take money. And we gave the last guy £600 million and he finished us off in 13th. So there's something wrong with the actual stages of the process that we keep putting ourselves through, which is don't think you should be going for a manager because you like the way he plays, where he's playing it. Because at Man United, the structure, the ownership, the landscape and the environment may not allow him to do that. So I have changed now because this is the second manager. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, I'm Ruben in. I like Rubes. I empathize with him. I want to look at an Antonio Conte type if this doesn't work. I want somebody to come in and shore it up, Nuruddin. I don't want sexy football. I want Manchester United competitive. I want Manchester United to give it to somebody that can walk in there and says, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I've been to Juventus. I've done national team, big players, big situations, big scenarios. I've won the league here before. This is nothing to me. That part of it is solved. Because a lot of these young managers, up and comers that have come from Ajax, wherever, there's always the possibility that they're engulfed. There's already fan base here in our comments and widespread are saying Ruben Amorim is clueless. He has no idea what he's doing. Go to the podcast we did just 24 hours ago. Look at the comments. I'm not saying people don't have the right to say that. This is the pressure you're dealing with at Man United, brother. It's different level here. Sorry, there's levels to this game, and some of these boys don't understand where they are.
This has nothing to do with him. It's been 10 years in the making, Bumbaye.
Brother, I'm not telling you anything about him. I'm giving you the realities of the types of things that we're looking for that are not translating and what can happen to guys that don't have the experience at this level, at this size of club, at this stature of player who thinks he's a demigod because he is on mental money. You might come to get us in 13th, bro, but if you think you're going to get us to 5 points within relegation and not face heat, we brought you here now to start digging us out the hole. Like I said,
that's the question, though. Now, right?
I have nothing against Amorim. I'm Amorim in 100%. I like him. I like what we're doing. But this is a fantasy if you think progress and playing well is going to satisfy anything if we keep losing points and getting closer and closer to relegation. And you're even if they say to you, "We're backing you and we love you," fans are leaving the stadium booing. You were there today, yeah. This is all adding pressure. Whether they tell him they love him and they back him or not, he will start to shrink, or he will start to
No,
swim,
but
and so will
who's
the
the pressure
players.
on though,
If
right? That's
it's
the question.
bro, it's on him. He feels that even if we tell him we love him, Sky Sports is not going to tell him they love him. Fans booing and leaving the stadium, Sean. And if he starts to shrink, our players will start to shrink.
So
This
so
is
so
what you
far
have
it
to
feels like
understand when you bring in these types of managers. These are idealistic appointments. If they come right, we'll all love the football. But I think we're not at that stage as a club anymore. We need consolidation, hard to beat, strong mentality. If Pep comes in before Mark Hughes and Mancini and Pellegrini, do you think he will be able to produce what he's produced? I don't think so. He came into a team that comes top four every single year for 8 years, won two leagues, nearly three, quarterfinals of Champions League every year, seven, eight high quality, world class players that have won it all. Dressing room ready to just say, there you go. Now make us sexy. Now make us dominant. We've not been through that mill. We're just going to these managers for 600 million 3 years later, thinking, yeah, come and do that Ajax thing. It no, we're not at that stage. We're not primed for that. So me, I'm Antonio Conte as the next one after this one if it doesn't work out. But
I
for
mean, but like,
now,
come on, bro, I
I'm
mean,
I'm I'm happy.
we can't
I'm
possibly be
happy,
looking at the
bro.
next manager right now.
No, bro, Sean, I'm just putting it out there because I think the way that we're looking at things needs to change. That's the
No, so
key of
I'm
what I'm
with you.
saying, bro.
I'm with you up until a point. I'm with you in the sense that like, and I think the
To-
manager also Amorim is with you in to that extent, right? That he knows that he has the responsibility ultimately to
bro,
get more
there's no
out of this
pressure
team
from
than
me.
he currently is.
Yeah, there's no pressure from me on him, not even 1%. I'm hammering in, but I'm telling you, I've changed the way I look at this because we're all looking at this, I think, wrong, and that's because of where we are as a team, as a club.
No, no, no. But that's what I mean when I say I'm with you to
Yeah.
an extent. That I think for me and even for the manager as well, most people also agree that he doesn't just get a blank slate to lose as much as possible, potentially get us into a relegation battle, and then we'll see where we are next season. I think he actually has to walk and chew gum at the same time. So he gets some grace in the sense that everybody expects us to lose some games here and there, but we would have expected to be in and around seventh or eighth, right? Struggling at least, like the consensus being that we are an eighth or seventh place, or worst case scenario, 10th place team. But if we find ourselves, as you're saying, that's the extent I agree with you up to that. Hey, he does get some leeway to figure out what's going on in the team.
Sean, we have
Um,
no argument, me and you. We agree completely, actually. I'm making a
yeah,
a quintessential point of the way that we are selecting managers on the basis of why we are selecting them, which is wrong in my own individual opinion because of 10 years and where the club is currently at. I believe a club can only truly be successful if we look at Arsenal. Maybe Arteta, the great Mikel Arteta, who's been looking at learning from the Pep playbook, has built a really good side, is not gonna have the balls to take them over the line to win anything. Maybe this is his ceiling. He's opening the Tony Pulis playbook now. So you have to understand, man, different managers in the process of getting a club back to its former greatness or
yeah,
reaching
but
a
Buma,
certain
it
level.
would be you would have a
It,
point if we hadn't done what you wanted already, right? We've been there. We've been down the LVG or Mourinho path, right? We've tried several different things. We've tried going back to romance, bringing Solskjaer. We've tried looking for a personality less robot, Ten
yeah,
Hag.
yeah.
What we're looking for right now is kind of like a unicorn, right? We're looking for a manager who has a strong enough personality to one, implement your style of play, and two, get rid of the players that aren't willing to fight or run
And
for the
I'm
bag.
glad you took me exactly down this, and that is a perfect thing. I wanted somebody to reply to me. The first one is Van Gaal. Van Gaal Nuruddin will tell you nobody was more Van Gaal in than me. I thought that process was working to me beautifully. That football was ahead of its time. They got scared. they showed their true colours because he came 5th on goal difference, even though he won an FA Cup. They sacked him and did it in a horrendous way. I've not seen a guy come in and play football that is so press resistant, bro, and go to Liverpool, places like that, and smash Liverpool convincingly since Van Gaal days. So that for me was a major mistake. Second of all, Jose came in. He's never going to win a popularity contest. Yeah. And I'm not even going to get into Jose, but I wanted to keep Jose still. Why? Jose, bro's whole ethos was forget the football was shit. Forget it. I'm not even going to defend the football, and everyone's right to take about the football. But you know what he come in and done? I understood Mourinho's whole idea was I can't get these to physically do what I want. There is a mental blockage at this club. They don't have the mentality that they had before. So I'm going to remove everything associated with the past. So he ordered in the whole club, I don't want anything about the treble, the glory days, remove it all and start to replace it with what this team has done. I don't want them to live in the shadow of the past. They need to forge their own futures, their own journeys now. And we went 34 games unbeaten. And the whole point of it was not to tell you that we play sexy football. It was to tell the players, look, we don't lose games anymore. That's what I want to drill into your thick heads. If we're going to be winners, you have to get used to that. You may draw, you may win, but we cannot lose. Under Jose, you can say what you want. We went on serious runs, unbeaten ones. Even when everyone was thinking you're going to get busted here and there, we went to big teams, 4 or 5 game runs, smashed them up, got points where
It
people
wouldn't
didn't
surprise
think we were.
you,
So
or
for
it
me,
shouldn't
just
surprise you to hear
because
that I
let me
agree
just
with you.
let me just tell you this, bro. Just because we've tried something. When's Jose go now? Was it 2017, 16? Bro, does not
Yeah, it's
mean
been a minute
now.
now.
It's been a minute now, bro. Yeah, football's moved on. The club's we've had quite a few different ones. Doesn't mean that because you've gone there, you keep going for this new manager. Because one of the
No, so
main
it
problems,
doesn't.
one of the main problems, Sean, that I am looking at this, and this will determine how Amorim does and how long he lasts. If he's a success, then everything I've said, you put that aside. It doesn't mean anything. But we have to wait and see. But if managers are coming in young, inexperienced, not managing at this level, not managing in the Premier League before. And the whole idea of getting them is because we like what they're producing in another league at a smaller team without the pressures here. They're walking into a disaster. When you
Yeah,
get a massive manager like Tuchel, these things already are alleviated to an extent. He commands the respect of the players because he's managed players that are on the same money, that are on the same stature. They're international players. I've managed teams that are as big as this on this level.
To an extent now, right? Which is the I'm with you to an extent, but
So
like
these are just
managers like Tuchel
observations,
also come
not
with their own
facts.
problems.
I just want to say I'm not stating facts. These
Of
are
course.
very important observations that I have thought about recently, very recently. I mean, and thought and mulled on and thought, nah, I don't want to continue in
No, so
this
let's
vein.
talk
I want
about
to
it now,
cancel it
right?
if
But my
if it doesn't work.
I
But bro, just to say, the game was absolutely dog shite. I'm 100,000,000% with Nuruddin. What happened to Xerxes today pissed me right off. I was not happy with that. That's a young dude there that does not deserve that. He was put into a team that was functioning shit anyway. He could have took anybody off he wanted there today. So
mean,
for me that was sad. And 2 crosses again. Martinez, congratulations. The usual. Just watch
But
him.
what's Maguire doing getting ahead of it as well?
Bro, it's gone over
There's
Maguire.
3 of them. There's
Who's
fucking 3 centre halves, and they
Do
all missed the fucking ball.
I've got Maguire. It's gone over him, right? I'm not telling you he's covered in glory. But then there's
He's
2
supposed to be
guys.
the most dominant guy.
There's
He's
2
the big
guys
guy. He's the
behind
fucking big
Isaac
guy.
that are not doing anything. So just blame who you want, man. It was awful. It was awful. Second half, a little bit better, but nowhere near me to say we can take any much away from that game. We're keeping possession, and when we're a goal behind, we're trying to commit the team forward. Penetration is lacking. We move the ball in such a way that we don't transition fast. It gives them time to get men behind the ball. Then we're trying to break them down. Then we get dispossessed. Then we get attacked because we're already high and we're chasing the game. Story of Man United's last few games. We have to stop conceding these shit goals. And today, the set pieces that I've seen, do you see him? My man went for the front post and then he went
yeah,
from
he
the
went for
back
the
post to
Olympico
try and
again.
actually score. I mean, what do you want me to do?
You know how embarrassing that is?
Oh,
People, let me just come in there.
I'm gonna have
All
some
right, let me
water,
just get these
boys.
couple of super chats. Big up to say Miasi.
Big up,
He
man.
said, Bumbaye, get ready to be cooked in the FA Cup. Arsenal.
Yo, do you like Frankfurters? Because you're gonna get one tomorrow.
How
Thomas is coming, mate.
Big up Plug Scope said, how did LVG and Jose do? They both got sacked. I mean, Jose should have been sacked way earlier, but I take it back. And I agree 100%. Bumbaye was the guy that was saying we should not sack him. And you know what? It's the one I regret. It's the one I regret. But people, listen, there's nearly 400 of you in here. And I don't think we've even got 150 likes on the video. It's fucking embarrassing. I'm fucking drained. You know how drained I am? You know what? I've been ill for a week and a half, almost 8 days I've been ill.
I'm still
going to watch those dickheads has made me more ill. I feel ill now. I swear to God, I feel sick. I feel drained.
What did I text you?
I have no energy.
Tell everybody
energy.
What I text you after 5 minutes. What did I text you? As soon as the first goal went, I said, please tell me you're not there.
My issue with what Bumaye was saying and the argument about the type of manager is that this thing is not an exact science. The idea that you can create like a matrix and tick off a few boxes, which is I guess what you do in the end, but like there's no guarantee that Tuchel or a manager of that quote unquote caliber gets us where we need to be. Just as there's a guarantee that somebody who is style of play focused gets us anywhere. None of this stuff comes with a guarantee. So far since Fergie left, the most dominant teams in the league have been Man City, who have tried to buy the league effectively, Liverpool, who had a genius coach in Klopp, and Chelsea, who have also spent billions of pounds basically trying to buy success. So there isn't really a template essentially for anyone to use if the goal is to win the league. There's no template for anyone to use in the post-Fergie era because the teams that have dominated have either done so by virtue of like I said with Klopp having effectively a genius manager, or City and Chelsea that have spent billions of pounds and probably broken the law to be able to dominate like the league. So we have, I think, a manager that one has a clear style of play that he's able to communicate to the players, and two doesn't seem to respect the name on anybody's shirts. And why I wanted to push back on Maye is that it seems to me that the pressure really is on the players and Ineos. So right now there seems to be a consensus among the fan base and in the media as well, on Sky Sports, as you mentioned, a consensus that Amorim is a good manager, quote unquote, and that he's being let down by the players in the squad and Ineos, the boardroom. And Ineos doesn't help themselves in the fact that they made a mistake with backing Ten Hag in the summer. They should have sacked him. They hired Dan Ashworth and fired him, 5 days later. They're making news for all the wrong reasons. So I think so far, there is still kind of like a honeymoon period with Amorim that I said that I think he's able to get away with the results for now. Where I agree with you, the extent that I agree with you is that there will come a point, if he's not able to figure out a solution, there will come a point where, yes, the pressure, I think, if we start finding ourselves in 16th, 17th relegation zone, then I think, it would definitely be a question of, okay, do we need to look at somebody else? But for now, I think Amorim is still gets a pass from both the fans and the mainstream media, at least. With regards to Xerxes being booed, as far as I'm concerned, man, he should put on his big boy pants, basically, and play. So either play or go. I don't see where we come off on this channel policing the, how the United fans behave in the stadium, who they boo or who they don't boo. I think the ship of respecting players necessarily has sailed. Fans have declared for themselves the right to be, to say whatever they want to the players, even in front of them, even in arguably, rude or confrontational ways. So yeah, Xerxes gets booed. We're frustrated as a fan base. He should put on his big boy pants and play. That's my own position. If he's not ready to cut it for this club, because we're not forgiving anyone at this point in time. Right? We all the United fans were asking for the highest standard from the players, from the manager, and from the club. So yeah, Xerxes, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't get a pass. I wish he wasn't booed. It's too bad, but honestly, he should suck it up, man. We're in the big leagues now.
I think, bro, to be empathetic with a young man who's just come into a team that is dysfunctional and to be taken off after 33 minutes, where I don't know what you thought of his individual performance. Did he deserve that? I thought you could have took anybody off. Um,
Sure.
I feel, and I empathize with that, and I didn't like that. Correct, incorrect. I suppose Amorim lives by his decisions. With regards to guarantees, the only guarantee is that managers get sacked, not players, not bosses of clubs. So Ruben Amorim, more than anybody, like I said to you, even if me and you and Dino and all the people in the comments and the whole world say, Rubes, we love you, please stay. Don't worry, lose 6-0 every week. He, as a human being, a manager with fellow managerial colleagues and standards and coaches, as a professional person, will not, his integrity and self consciousness will not allow him to rest on his laurels. It is pressure that builds inevitably and it can consume him. So it's not a question of whether I am going to hound you or whether the Ineos has said our guarantees to you are bulletproof, Rubes, even if we're relegated into the championship. He himself is going to feel the pressure. And he is
I
either going
think
to deal with it or he's just going to break with it. And as he feels the pressure, Sean, the players will feel the pressure too. Good managers take the pressure away from the players and they take it. Great managers do that. He
yeah, I think
starts
he's
panicking,
definitely feeling the pressure.
everybody's going to fall apart. So,
I,
so
I, I
what I'm
think
saying to you, Baba, is it don't matter what we say. Every manager, when you're playing at Man United and you're now 5 points off relegation and you can't see where the next run is coming from and you're on a bad streak of losses, poor man, even if we're telling you we love you, don't worry about it, you're going to worry, bro, because you're failing.
no. So he sounds like he's worrying, right? And that's what I like the most about the manager.
Mm,
I like what I hear him say in the press conferences. I like how he answers questions. I like how he thinks. Um, and he acknowledges that at this job, if you don't get results, you will be sacked. He says it jokingly, right? But he's definitely conscious of it. So I'm not worried about the manager being delusional in that aspect, right? But the pressure is obviously there. And I think he talks about it as well. He talked about the fact that before the game, that whenever Newcastle got a chance attacking our defense, we will be nervous. The stadium will be nervous. So I think clearly he has identified that there is a lack of confidence basically in this team. And how he can fix it, I'm not sure. Just circling back to the Xerxes thing, right? I empathize as well. I just don't. Again, I think there's a lot of picking and choosing of who we give sympathy to or empathy to, right, at the club, and I get that, like, to an extent. But I just want us to keep the same energy across the board. Right. Which, if I'm guilty of doing, being a hypocrite at some point in the future, anyone is free to call me out on it. But for Xerxes, I'm not saying we should insult him or anything like that. I just don't accept that anybody, either in the chat or on this panel, or I think in the fan base at large, is in a position to police how the fans in the stadium are reacting to bad performance, because I've heard a lot worse than booze about other players, basically. And I think it reflects just the raw, real raw emotion, basically, of the fans to what was going on. And I saw a report that the fans clapped for Xerxes when he came back to the bench. So I kind of I feel for United fans right now, and I think the message for Xerxes still is sink or swim. And I think that message applies to not just Xerxes, but Garnacho, Rashford, who is on the bench today, was on the bench throughout today. I don't know what you guys think about that. The camera showed Rashford a couple of times. You're on mute, Nordin.
You're still on mute.
Is it? Keep going, Sean.
Yeah. I don't know where
I
you guys
think he's
thought
having. Go on.
the Rashford thing was strange.
Mm.
Is he talking to us or is he on the phone?
No, you keep going. I think he's on the phone, bro.
I thought it was strange that we were quite clearly looking for a goal, but
Yeah.
Rashford couldn't get his sniff, basically, and he was on the bench just watching, looking,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he couldn't get a shot to play. So
I mean,
the
what could
manager,
have been? I think the way the fans were feeling, he would have been booed if he come on the pitch.
Yeah.
The guy,
If
seriously,
he had come on the pitch
more
and
likes
yeah,
on the video, please.
That's a point.
if he had come on the pitch and like give away the ball or didn't chase somebody or something,
he would have been booed. He would have been booed up to the pitch. The way the fans, fans are fed up. Sean, the fans are fed up.
Yeah,
they're fed up, and that's what's happening.
That's what I was saying. If the players could hear some of the stuff that Jamie Wayne, for example, says about them in the comments, I mean, I think a boo would be much nicer than some of the things we've heard some fans say about the players. So hey, it's the big leagues and it comes with the territory. Amorim, I think he looks like a frustrated, confused, somewhat concussed person. Like, I don't think in his worst nightmare, basically, he imagined how bad things are, because he clearly, when he was talking about the storm coming and about how we would get found out, I think he envisioned some difficulty, but I don't think he could imagine it would be this bad or this painful.
Let me ask you, guys. Dino, what do you think Amorim means when he says survive the storm? What is the storm, and what does survival actually look like from this storm? Does it look like just lose every game, even if that means it, come out the other end and nobody's dead, everyone's still alive, and we crack on because we can now train once a week? What does that mean?
I think that's what he means. He means that survive the storm, so then hopefully when they get out of these competitions, we can train the team. That's what it fucking means. People, I'm drained. I swear to God. I went to the game. I thought I was getting better. I come home. My body's aching. I've got a sore throat again. I don't know how I'm ill.
I was in disbelief, after it went in from across after 5 minutes, and I just started laughing. I was in disbelief. Like, is this for real? Couldn't have written a worse start than this.
2 goals from the same fucking Maguire in the middle of the fucking pitch. And 2 guys who are way taller than fucking Lisandro Martinez. And Maguire just watches the balls go over his head. It's embarrassing.
All right, look.
It's basic.
This is the storm. This is the storm, bro. Like, we are in the eye of the storm, basically in the middle of the storm. The storm is the period of time where we look like we're in poor form, where the players lack confidence. Doesn't seem like we can string passes together. Doesn't seem like we can score a goal for love or money. Basically, we can't. Our attack looks really blunt. This is the storm. And surviving it, I think, means literally surviving, like quite literally surviving, staying in the league, staying up this season, basically. That's what we might have to settle for. As long as we don't get relegated, we're good again next year.
Are we gonna get relegated? I'm gonna do a poll, people. Listen, smash a like on the video. Let's do a poll.
Let's do a serious poll, though. Don't just serious
I'm gonna do a serious poll
about relegation, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Would you take relegation if that means getting rid of Jim and the fucking Glazers?
I actually thought you were going to ask, what is the likelihood of relegation?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to say, would you take relegation, you might start getting really positive shows to losses. People might be just jubilant, love it, absolutely great performance, got popped 5-0, we're heading for our goal relegation. Glazers are going to sell. Do you know what the Glazers will do there? They'll just short all the stocks and buy them back using the parachute payments to get back to the Premier League. That's what they'll do. Oh, my gosh. All right.
Yeah, I wouldn't take relegation. I mean, Nuruddin, I think you know where I stand on that. I don't think anything is worth getting relegated. And I strongly doubt that it will work the way you think it would. That's after we get relegated, there will be some revolution basically at the club and the future will be bright. I think it could easily also go the other way, where we become Leeds essentially, and people are telling their grandchildren about how United used to be great. So no, I think we need some sort of combination of luck, quality on the pitch,
All right.
good boardroom decision making, and
Okay.
just straight up, genius by the manager. But yeah, I don't want. I would
I
not take
tell
being
you,
relegated.
what I want to do. I want to talk a little bit about Ruben Amorim. I don't want to just go down this road and say we were shit. It's obvious. The first thing I want to answer, and I think we need to look at seriously to start to assess this manager, because we are 10, 11 games now. It's not a small amount of games. All in context, no time to train. I concede that mid-season we have to say it's not about in or out.
Guys,
I
there's
just want to
over
analyze.
600 of you in here. Smash the fucking likes. Let's get to 300 likes at
Right.
least. And
There
answer
was a-
the fucking question. Would you take relegation to get rid of Ineos and Glazers? Go ahead, Mumbai.
So we started today with Casemiro and Ericsson against the midfield three. It went on for a long time. I wasn't sure if we even changed it. Did we change it second half? Did we go 3-for-3, or did we just stay 3 versus 2? Wasn't too sure. What are your thoughts on that? It went on for the whole of the first half, and I think some of the second half, when we didn't address it. We were just overrun completely by Guimaraes, Joe Linton, and I keep forgetting the dude's name, man. Third, the Italian guy, pretty good player. Newcastle guy. Tonali. Yes, Tonali against Ericsson, for crying out loud, and Casemiro. I mean, what do you think about that? Would you have done something differently? Would you have started somebody differently? What do you think about that?
Me and you
mean,
could have
I
played
would-
against Casemiro. Me and
Yes.
you could have played against Casemiro and Ericsson.
I swear down, I
As soon
was
as we
itching
saw
to
that
play.
midfield, I was like, we're dead.
We're
I
dead.
thought we were going to get 5.
Yep. I mean, what does that say? What do you think of that? I thought that was atrocious.
I really think he's trying to show the board the squad is crap.
He's gonna get himself sacked doing that because I mean, who cares, right? Like every single manager who has been sacked before him felt the same way, that I needed better players essentially, but they were all sacked for a variety of reasons. So as far as I'm concerned, like don't go into a game against Newcastle knowing fully well that Joelinton, because we talked about it, we talked about the exact thing, that Joelinton, Tonali, and Bruno Guimaraes, we're going to have a field day in midfield. And because of that, we all said on this channel, maybe Toby Collier should be given a chance next to Casemiro in midfield. Maybe we need to consider playing Mazraoui in midfield, because we knew that we needed legs. And then we now see a midfield pairing of Casemiro and Ericsson. Tell me honestly, what did anyone expect? Right? Like that's what, like, so I mean, for a manager, do surprise me. Don't do the obvious and then tell me, well, actually you had no choice. Surprise me. Like, that's why I'm the fan watching and you're the manager coaching and training them week in, week out. Although he would argue he hasn't had more than 4 training sessions, right? So surprise me. Bring on Makeda in the 60th minutes to score a legendary goal against Aston Villa, right? Surprise me. Bring on Tyler Blackwell, in defense. Even though he only has 1 season, do something basically as a manager. Don't do something that obviously is going to get us beaten, basically. And then come around and tell me you had no choice but for us to perform so disaster. Like, by the 30th minute, it was 2-0. It could have been 5 or 6. We had no midfield. We had nothing. Like, we had no bite in the midfield, no aggression. Nobody was anywhere trying to recover the ball. I mean, honestly, yeah. I don't think it was a good decision by the manager, right? But I think we cannot accept that, in the course of the first few games, he would make some mistakes and experiment here and there. So sure, but yeah, I would have liked to see Collier given a chance to play, or somebody else in midfield.
Listen,
I think we needed energy.
Listen, 1 second, Bombay. Big
Yeah,
up to
sorry.
my friends, really lovely people. Big up to Sophia and Edward, 2 of my friends, big Newcastle fans. They were at the game tonight.
Congrats, guys. Well
Congratulations
played.
to them. Congratulations to Newcastle. First half, physically skill, like on skill, on physicality, on mentality, on know-how. In every department, they were better than us in the first half. Second half, they didn't do much. They just sat back and protected their 2-goal lead. It's shocking. People, it's over 600 of you in here, and we haven't even got 200 fucking likes. It's an absolute shame. Let me just tell you where we are with the poll. 73% said yes.
To relegation.
To relegation if we get rid of Ineos and the Glazers. 26% say no. And nearly
Remember,
100 people have voted.
The question of the poll is, would you take relegation if you guarantee ridding the club of the Glazers and Ineos? Obviously, then it's open, but who, if you're going to tell us who we get instead, or we're just leaving it there for the moment?
We're leaving it there for the
We're
moment,
leaving it
pal.
there. Well,
Listen, at the end of the day, there isn't anything about that game today
no
that
pain, no gain, man.
I can hang my hat on and go, right, at least there's that, at least we did that.
Mm.
The only other things that Kobe came on and actually for the first time looked a bit good. He looked good.
Yeah.
You know, when he came on. That's the
all
only
right,
thing I can hang my hat on. Is there anything else that you noticed going by it?
No, I think you're right though about Kobe. He came on, he did help us. He was better. Xerxes was overawed a little bit. I think today it's clear the Casemiro's contribution where it's at. I felt Casemiro had a lot of opportunities. You see, Casemiro today, guys, that's the quality of output where you're playing forwards using Casemiro without Bruno. That's what you get today. Every pass is to the opposition, every single one. There's no calmness with the ball. I know you don't like Bruno, but I don't know how you feel without him today. I honestly, I do like Bruno. You know that, but I thought I want to watch without him because we don't get that luxury often. He has to be in the team.
Big up Vaz for the raid. Big up Vaz for the raid, man. Big up Vaz.
You know, Nuruddin, I think Bruno to me, bro, is not immune to criticism, but I do think it's sometimes
Ruben
too
Amorim
much.
deserved the criticism tonight for the team that he started with and the midfield he started with. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do. Let me just get these super chats. 1 second, Bumbai. Big up to everybody with a super chat, by the way. Plod says here, Conte couldn't even save Spurs. Lol. Talking about you, Bumbai. Ineos out, Qatarin, Amorim out. Too stubborn. The destroyer says that.
Just
check the name out. Check the name out, Mumbai. Is this you? Is that you on the burner account?
I don't know.
Big up the destroyer.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Let's move on.
Blaming the managers too lazy. Play teenagers, then complain about pressure on them. Big up.
I think to the first one about Conte, guys. What you need to understand, Conte's first season is magnificent. He took a team that was absolutely on the floor and took them to Champions League. Check the records. Playing good football. Second season, you know.
Sophia's taking the piss here.
Go on.
No thanks, Sophia. Fucking hell, no thanks.
Oh dear. Kicked while we're down, man. I thought she was your friend.
She's taking the fucking piss, mate. Oh god.
Bro, Conte's second season. You know about the relationships more than me. How many friends died? Close personal ones. I think 3.
I think 2 or 3. Yeah, he lost.
Vialli and him were very close.
Vialli and then his other best friend as well. He lost. Yeah.
And he had mental health. And guess what, guys? He left them in Champions League 4th. And he left them. And everything he said about them, by the way, go back and watch one of the legendary things. What do we say about Spurs? What does Spursy mean? What does it actually mean? It means you guys have got no bottle when it comes to the acid test. You always flop. So if that's the way that you're going to be, and he alluded indirectly to Levy, to Daniel Levy, you know, the guy who is running that regime over there with an iron fist for so long, has been part of the issue. So sometimes you can't do things about that. You know, we have players in this club that people have liked, that have failed, managers that are as good as Conte, that have failed. Now, retrospectively, we're looking all the way back and thinking, you know what? Mr. Structure actually had a point. It is the goddamn structure. It's not conducive to, you know, uh, to yield success and help you to go forward. It holds you back at Man United. You can't sell players. You don't have people to help you with the vision. We only just have now to this season a actual footballing structure, something in line with the other 19 clubs in the league. So when you mention Antonio Conte, I don't mind if people don't like. I don't like his style of football. I don't like him as a person. He's too abrasive. I accept that. But if you actually want to speak about Conte, you have to at least know about Conte. Otherwise, don't speak. I don't speak about Ten Hag when he comes. I don't know. I don't speak about Amorim like I don't know. I'm learning on the job. Antonio Conte, go and see what he's done previously. Forget you don't like his football. The record speaks for itself. First season at Spurs was tremendous, and half the fan base did not want him to go. Look at Ange Postecoglou. He's given Tottenham now, first season, everything that they were saying. Why didn't Conte play like this? Look how we play. They're 11th or 13th. They play sexy football. He's got 4 players out. 4, not 10. Van de Ven, Romero, Richarlison, and Bentancur's back now, and so's Udogi. Everybody else is there. Sorry, Vicario. He's got terrible keeper in that. I'll give him that. But it's the same old deal anyway. He's 13th. That's sexy football for you. Do you want to play 13th place, finish the season Europa League, which nobody likes to watch? Or do you want to be a competitive team, be in the big competitions, be in the conversation, and maybe you won't play sexiest football in the world? You might have to compromise. You might play 1 week sexy, 1 week you might play for a result. It's up to you. But Ange Postecoglou, am I lying if I say he's under big pressure and the fans are saying, nah, we don't want this anymore? He won't change. He just plays out from the back every week and it's costing us points. Don't listen to me. You guys are the ones on social media. Go and listen to the mainstream news, what they're telling you after every Tottenham game. Go to the fan channels, see what they're saying now. So, there is you have to look, man. You have to look closely if
We're
you
not
want
looking anywhere. We have a good manager.
to look about.
We're looking
No,
into the
I
void,
do,
Sean
I
and
do.
Bumbaye. We're looking into
The
the
void,
void.
bro. The
Into
void.
the
The void.
fucking void.
The
These
void.
players, these multi-millionaire fucking cowards. Shame on you. Shame on you. How do you sleep at night? You fucking mercenaries. How do you sleep at night? You absolute mercenaries. 2 basic crosses. Sunday league, Saturday league level.
Nah, mate.
You can't defend that. In the middle of the goal. And Unana, you fucking shitbag. I'm tired.
I think
and all
today.
these dickhead journalists asking a manager to change his system. Fuck you, you fucking mercenaries, vultures. Players need to adapt to this shit. Or get the fuck
I mean,
out.
but
They
it's
need to
only a
speak
matter
to
of
their
time now.
agents. Go somewhere else.
I've got a comment here, Abdulaziz Mohammed, about Conte. Modern football has evolved. 2 things. You're seeing modern football managers that are the bright flowers of the new generation of modern football and what's happening to them at Manchester United and Tottenham as we speak. You have a manager that took Tottenham from 13th just 24 months ago, took them to the Champions League in that same season, finished the second season, like I said to you, with 3 tragedies of his own, mental health issues, left them in fourth. He's took Napoli, who lost the best players they had. They lost Osimhen and 2 other of their key players. He took McTominay, who's firing there. He took Lukaku, who's flying there. He took Billy Gilmore there and bought Spinazzola. They're second from top. They don't lose games. So that's another fallacy. That's a load of nonsense. If you don't like a manager, that's fine. But don't come with stuff that is ambiguous at best. This isn't the Antonio Conte fan club. If it's not Conte, a manager with big experience is what I would like next. Doesn't have to be Antonio. I want it to be Antonio because I love Antonio's abrasiveness. I like crazy managers like Mourinho. I'm that type of person. I love Van Gaal, Mourinho. I'm that kind of guy. I want to play. If I had the opportunity, I'd play for a manager like that. But he's not everyone's cup of tea. That's fair. I accept that. Even my own top friends, they're like, no, not having this guy. I don't want this guy. But don't misrepresent it.
Yeah, but I hope you never get what you want, right? Because for you to get what you want, it means that Amorim has been sacked. Um,
I hope I never have to get what I want because I like him like you, bro, honestly. But Sean, when did we? I think it was not too many podcasts ago. We were here sitting and yeah, he's looking nice. We like him. And then I dropped. You know what, man? Could be here in 6 months though, having that convo. Well, how many months in are we?
People, how many likes we on the video, please? Big up Windy. I thought Pogba, Lingard, Fred, McTominay were the problem, and they were all mercenaries. God.
I would love to have kept McTominay for this system now. I'd have played him, started him today next to Casemiro.
Let me get the super chat. Maybe you should do your research. Amorim pre-United as well. Amorim isn't a very sexy football guy. Yeah, I said that. He leaves gaps in midfield. I did a whole video about it plugged in. I've done a whole video about it. And I said that hopefully it works, but, you know, it's similar to Ten Hag. Another manager in a different league coming into with these mercenaries.
He's not getting results. See, the thing is, let's ask this question then. This is an important question in these moments. A manager comes in, obviously it's subjective, sexy football, but what we want is attacking football, front foot football, high pressing football, that kind of thing, yeah. So let's say my man's coming now, Dino.
You got a couple of fans here. Hashtag bring back Eric Ten Hag.
Come on, and that's not what I'm saying. Nobody should mistake anything I've said for any of that.
He's Sean's having he's playing away now. No more Eric. It's Rubes.
I've moved on. We've moved on to Amorim.
On to bigger and better things. So if let's say we continue and now we're teetering, really playing with relegation, how does everybody feel about Amorim changes his style in the interest of preserving our position, consolidating it and moving us up the league? Or is that a crime? Is that against the principle? And we're not accepting that. How does everybody feel about either or there? What's important? Or is there room for both?
What was the question again?
The question is, we're going to have people that are saying he's abandoned his principles, he's changing, or he's stubborn because he's not changing and it's not working. How would you feel if he changes the system to 4 and we start to draw, win, looks a little bit better? Remember when Eric changed against City and Liverpool and we won and we looked all right? And we thought, why didn't you do this before?
Let me give you the ultimate answer. For me, my answer, I don't care. My answer is I don't care, honestly. All I care about is the results. And I think ultimately that's what would matter. If he changes and he's able to, we go on a crazy run and we start winning things. Nobody would care, honestly. It would be a footnote that he changed. Right? The same thing goes for if he doesn't change and he's eventually successful, then he should never have changed in the first place. But if he doesn't change and we keep losing, then he's either way, there's no hard and fast rule. All that matters, the end will justify the means. For this particular question that you're asking, I think ultimately the end will justify the means.
I think I agree with Ian here. One second, Bombay.
Yep.
Spend $1 billion, rip the contract. Some of these useless players, we need pedigree. At the minute, we've got rubbish, 100%.
He's right. You know, at least I think there is some closure in the last 12 months. The quality of players right across the team needs to be improved in key areas, certainly. I think the forward line, sometimes when you get like a new player, you have to give them time. That's the problem with us. It's always about time. Unless you have gone and let's say you went and signed Harry Kane, then that goes out the window straight away. You know Harry Kane will fly. Yeah, or Osimhen likely to fly.
Please,
Well, because
newcomers, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're about 5 away from 12K and 200. So please smash the like, people. Smash the like and subscribe to the channel. Smash the like, people. Come on, let's go and subscribe to the channel. Sorry to cut you up, Mbaye. I'm absolutely drained. I don't know what more to say. I can't believe I went there in the cold and stood there like a dickhead when I'm ill and watch my boys get bent over properly. Second half, they didn't even have to try. People are saying, "Oh, we've done better in the second half." They set back tactically. They didn't. These journalists should be asking the higher up why they didn't get the new manager in the summer. Put pressure on them, but they're not going to do that, are they? They're not going to do that. Go ahead, Mbaye. You asked the question, innit? You asked the question.
Yeah.
No, you should never change. To me, I'm always with people who die by their principles. I always think people who die. I think he needs to be flexible in the players that he plays in the positions, though. This is where when I get into with debate, I genuinely do think he needs to go back. He needs to play Anthony on the right-hand side, wing back, and Ahmad on the left-hand side, wing back. I'm telling you, he needs to do that. He needs to do that. People are finding Ahmad, the marking him too easy. Because they know he's the only threat that we have. And they're putting 3 players around him. Every team we've played now, 3 players on Ahmad's side, locking him out of the game. The space is for the wing backs. He should be allowed the space to take the space as a wing back.
Look.
What do you think, Sean? Should we try Anthony and Ahmad as the wing back?
So, I mean, that starts that we have scored, I think, 9 more goals. Like, I mean, I said it yesterday, it's either an interesting data point for our benefit or for our information, or a revealing statement about what's going on in the team. I would have liked to see, I said we should have seen Ahmad at right wing back today. So I'm with you on that. I think Amorim should be flexible in, like, discover a Victor Moses. I thought he was onto that by playing Ahmad as right wing back, but discover a Victor Moses anywhere on the pitch or more than one. Surprise me. Play Anthony at right wing back because I think they have a good combination. Basically, Anthony at right wing back and Ahmad up front. But maybe there is the defensive side would be too exposed. Also, I think many fans, when Ahmad was playing at right wing back, thought he would be better as a number 10. But maybe that's not the case. Because as much as I like Ahmad and as much as
not
he
in
has,
this system. Number 10,
maybe
number
not in this
10
system.
in a 4-3-3. Most of us thought you'd be a good number 10 in a 4-3-3. Because if you play against behind 2 guys and he'll have a lot more space.
That flexibility, I think, is important.
Because listen, Sean, in this system, when you have the 2 number 10s, you need 2 attacking wing backs or wingers who play the wing backs because they create the space and the number 10s get more space. Do you understand what I'm talking about? When you've got 2 attacking guys, they'll be able to isolate and beat players. Then that does what they call it, we overload and we'll have more off the pitch. And we'll have the players, the 2 number 10s off the pitch and the striker would have more space on the football pitch. At this moment in time, we're playing 2 defensive guys, and because they don't beat anybody, we've got less space on the football pitch.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Dallo is a weak link, has been a weak link right in the team, and definitely in the right wing back position. I think we need a more attacking outlet there than Mazraoui. So that's another point for the manager, I think, to make his mind up on, or to try and be more flexible. I think, honestly, he's obviously hamstrung in the sense that he hasn't had really many training sessions with these players, and he's trying to teach them a new system. I think I want to read this quote that I think is interesting from Amorim, where he says, when you have a change of coach, especially in this type of club, it's because they are not winning. And they played specifically in that system they were bought for and chose perfectly for that system. In that moment, with the idea, with 2 years working in preseason, they were losing. So are we going to change to that system that I don't believe in to change to win games? It doesn't make sense. In other words, Bumaye, he's not changing his system basically to win games. He's going to stick to what he knows or what he believes in. So the flexibility has to come in with the personnel. And I don't know how much time he can spend rotating, ringa rosy, basically putting this player here, putting that player there. At a point, he needs to find the balance and settle with the select 11. So yeah, it's honestly we're between a rock and a hard place.
You see, the thing is, if he doesn't change and we continue to lose, as I believe, the only thing that really matters is that Ineos says to him, "You have full backing. Don't worry. We know because we empathize and understand what you're working with and what you're trying to do, and we believe in it. And the fact that these are growing pains that we expect makes everything all the more acceptable. That's fine.
Mm.
This is not, we're shocked. How are we losing? What's happening? I don't know that. I don't know that. I know pressure is building. If you are managing Man United and you don't know where the next result is coming from, and I think we're 5 points away from 17th position now, which is the relegation mini table, and you continue like this system, that
Gonna
what
be
I
two
would
points
say
next week when we lose to Liverpool.
100% guaranteed next week, guaranteed. So Sean, what I'm saying is, bro,
Mm.
I'm thinking about this and I'm saying, okay, at what point does the boss say, I love you, I understand what we're trying to do? Is there anything we can do to mitigate this absolutely precarious circumstance and change our fortunes, if only for a short period of time, just to ensure at least safety, and then continue on our road to recovery?
No, no.
Okay,
The
okay,
manager, he said explicitly in this press conference, if
yeah,
you sacked a previous manager, it's because
yeah,
the idea did not work.
mm,
So he's not going to do that, right? He says,
okay,
of
okay,
course, I didn't choose the player specifically for that position, but
okay,
that I already knew. And this is the part I really like. I have to sell my idea. I don't have another one. He doesn't have
okay.
he doesn't have any other idea to give you. Like there's
So
no other style of
at
play.
least
This is
we
it.
know exactly where we stand,
Yeah.
isn't it?
No, yeah.
So perfect, great. So now what that means, when you explained it nicely, I said to you, how long is the survival mode? Is it until the 3 game? You said no, till the end of the season, survive. And then we take a big deep breath, pre-season, I show you what I'm gonna do. Isn't it?
Hmm.
It sounds now you'll make sense because of the quote. Okay,
No,
let's
but
wait and
but
see. But the
your
hourglass is in somebody's hands, and as soon as they turn it, I don't know.
your issue is still really valid, right? The sense that like, hey, we're 5 points from relegation. If that
Yeah,
becomes 2 points,
yeah,
trouble. If it becomes 1 point, more trouble. If we find ourselves 18th or 17th, it's going to be a disaster, right? United, as we are currently the most talked about, most news generating club in the world. The pressure is going to be even all the more immense because I think this press conference today was already a bit combative
yeah.
with journalists asking him questions around, are you going to change your system? When are you going to change your system? And he's talking about how, the reason why he sacked the previous guy was because he wasn't winning. So I'm here to do my own thing and I'm going to do my own thing. The more the relegation conversation heats up, I think it's going to be very hard for Amorim because eventually, sooner or later, he's going to lose the dressing room, a dressing room that maybe he never had in the first place. But he has a squad of 20 something players
Mhm.
that he's trying to teach them a new idea.
Yep.
And the way to earn credibility as a manager is with results. So if you're trying to teach your players an idea and the players are not getting the idea and the team keep losing games, it's only a matter of time before we start seeing reports about how the players don't like the training, how his training methods are too harsh,
Very possible.
how he needs to adapt his system to the Premier League,
Yeah.
and the media would. So I mean, like you're correct. If in a month's time or so we don't see an improvement, I think the temperature is gonna turn to an uncomfortable place. And if Amorim thinks it's hard now, I think he should wait. Oh man, yeah.
Okay.
It might get worse.
I think what you just said is a lovely prelude to this, Dino. What do you think? January transfer window. Because of how things are, considering what Sean is saying, what people in the comments are saying, do you expect us to be busy in January? Has the fire been lit to make this January now a lot more essential than we might have thought it should be? What do you guys in the comments think? Are we going to be a lot of a lot of action, more than you expect, or is that part of survive?
He's basically come out tonight and said no, they're not doing anything in January.
Yeah,
And this is
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And all these
yeah.
rules, Nottingham Forest break the rules. They get a couple of points deducted. Everton break the rules. Happens to them. All these other teams break the rules, but we can't break the fucking rules.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about these rules. Fucking break them. Go and get fucking players. I
Right.
can help this fucking manager.
So what we're saying basically is we're on a sinking ship, but the light on an old sinking ship, but we're not going to use the lifeboats to try and even save ourselves because they're brand new and we want to keep them in good
No,
shape. Is
no,
that
no,
what we're
no.
saying?
So
No?
Nuruddin did not give you the full Amorim quotes. So Amorim did acknowledge that, no signings in January, but he
Okay.
also said, and which I think is the key part, he said, I expected that, right? So if he's claiming that he came into this job knowing that there wouldn't be signings in January, and that currently he's operating under the assumption that there will not be signings in January,
Yeah.
then I believe him and I trust him, right? And I'm putting all my hope and my faith in his ability as a good manager to figure out some combination of 11 players that can get us the results we need throughout the rest of the season, basically. So his job, one, figure out your best 11, and number two, find a way to motivate, shock, inspire, lead this set of players, basically. Difficult job.
I mean, I could have interpreted that in two ways. You are now completely accountable because you came in having known that. So that suggests to me that the squad we've got, you believed you can do something with. But I'm not going to do that because
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm going to go your style. I'm going to go, I will give you my backing to the hilt because you've come out and said that. I'm going to use it in a positive way and kick you while you're down. I respect that. Fair enough. Fair enough. You could have come out with other managers could have dressed that differently and said, I don't need, I need, blah, blah, blah. Because we're looking at the squad, man. If Ugarte is missing, I think we have a big problem. I think we have a big problem. I think we have a big problem with not having a major killer in terms of a striker, still trying to develop a young striker. I think the more I watch Garnacho, the more I feel that he's not going to be the kind of quality we want going forward to be a starter. So we're going to need somebody to fill that gap there. Ahmad, I adore. I have no issues. I look at Mazraoui, guys. We all love Mazraoui. We like the honesty of his game. He's in for a penny and a pound. Whereas, on his sleeve is transparent. I like that. Mazraoui as an attacking fullback has some deficiencies, I think. Mazraoui or Amad Diallo playing as the left fullback, I think Diallo. I think Diallo's better work has come from there. In the tens, when you have people like Bruno, if Mason Mount is ever actually fit and Ugarte is back, um, Casemiro's looking a bit shy, but he can still be used, and Ericsson, Manu. You can say, yeah, there's other options in there. But if it's Maz or Ahmad, then there are, part of me says, yeah, I go with Ahmad as much as I like Maz. And then maybe you put Maz. You could. So I asked you guys on the preview, could you use Maz in the center? Because today it was either going to be Ericsson or Kasim Cobb.
That's an
I
idea.
looked at that and I was
No, he's got
terrified.
Collier on the fucking bench, and he didn't want to fucking use him.
Okay, I don't know why, but this is what I was saying about Maz. Maz is quite a competent player, and he's good. Put him in there. Be destructive today. Disrupt that. But instead, you went with Ericsson, and that was to me a criminal. Gwyn Maris today had a pretty enjoyable day at the office.
But by me and you would have played against that. Me and you with blindfolds on.
Yeah, I swear down, not joking. I said to the boys, "This is so funny you mentioned that. Check the WhatsApp group." I said, "Boys, I'm not joking. All of the guys that are ill in the group, there's quite a few of us today, unfortunately. We could all do a job in there today. No bullshit." So that was baffling to me. What was he expecting? And why didn't you address the situation? It went on for so long. Why didn't you shore it up? So I don't know.
For me,
And
the biggest thing is that he needs to play attacking players in the wing backs. Stop playing defensive. I'm sick of seeing Masraoui. I'm sick of seeing fucking Diego Dalot as the wing backs. We can't move anywhere. We're conceding goals anyway. What is he doing?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's trying to do some of what Bumaye suggests, right? He's trying to be conservative. He's trying to get some stability
into the time to be conservative. We're losing games, so you might as well go for it, Sean. Lose football in the right fucking way.
I mean, that's literally is the conundrum here now, right? Do you go for it?
It's simple. We're conceding goals. We're conceding goals, so go for it.
No way. So, but like what you're saying is kind of counterintuitive, right? We're conceding goals, so play more attackers on the pitch instead of trying to stabilize your defense, right? Like, so, no, but
Sean, we're conceding goals already. So why don't you just give us something so at least we can see goals? Play the wing, not defenders, wing backs. Wing backs and go for it so they can create space. They can isolate people. That gives more space to people like Ahmad or people maybe Ericsson or Zix or some people up the pitch, the strikers. It gives them more fucking space.
No, so in theory, right? In theory, I agree with you 100%. But I'm trying to offer some context
as to attack, Sean. The best form of defense is attack.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes the best form of defense is a goal line clearance and 5 defenders on the pitch. Sometimes, yes. I hear what you're saying, but I'm trying to give some context to address Puma's point that, like, I think playing Dalot and Mazraoui is his way of trying to stabilize things a bit. I think he's choosing to, play it safe, essentially, by playing 2 defensive players on both wings. But I agree that he should try something else. I understand what he's trying to do, and I wish he would be braver. He's already been brave by sticking to the formation and the style of play that he wants to do, despite all the results. So maybe he can be braver. But I mean, I think he's trying to find a balance, and honestly, I don't blame him. Because I mean, if Mazraoui can't lock down the defensive aspect of, because our team looks like a shambles, basically. In this game today, I think Isak had a couple of one-on-ones. He was able to cut in from the left and shoot a couple of times. Our defense just seems in fives and in odds with themselves. So I don't know if bringing Anthony of all people into that defensive shape would help, or Ahmad. So yeah, it's obviously it's really tough, right? The manager, I think, is taking all the responsibility. So I like that. He's taking all the. He said, I accept some of the blame. Some of it is my fault, which is fine. And which is what I expect from the manager. So yeah, I think hopefully he can figure out a solution. So we just have to hope. I have to hop off now though, guys. So
big up Sean. Lovely, looks like lovely sunny California, yeah, mate.
It's not, the sun is out, yes, but it's not sunny. It's
Sean,
it's
I like your
pretty,
setup, by the way,
cool.
man. It looks good. I think especially we got criticized for all hiding. You're representing tonight. Big up yourself.
No, yeah. I thought, that was that was shared by
Sean.
somebody.
Big up
So I
and
thought
lots of love
I'd
to you,
come on
Sean.
live.
Happy New Year, Sean. Happy New Year to
Happy
you
New
and
Year,
all
Likewise,
the
brother.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
Happy
Look
New
forward
Year.
Happy New Year
to
to you.
talking
We
relegation
wish you good health
in
because
the new year.
that's priceless. We always wish Happy Villa
Likewise.
a healthy
Likewise.
2025.
Healthy New Year and some joy for United. Hopefully in the
Yeah,
new
we
year.
will
Um,
talk.
Listen, Sean, there's more pain to come, man. Liverpool. Don't you worry, Liverpool. Fucking hell.
Yeah. I believe in miracles. Right now, I'm obsessed, but trust me, by the preview,
I don't
I'll be
believe in
predicting a
miracles,
United
man.
win. By then, I would have somehow or the other, my Delulu would have come back, and I'll be back to
I
hoping
don't
for a
believe
victory
in
against
any
Liverpool.
miracles at
We're
all.
going to be asking this question, Sean. What do you think is going to be the score on Sunday against Leeds United or Sheffield Wednesday?
Or Wickham Wanderers.
Or Wickham
Wanderers.
Wanderers, bro.
Yeah,
Or who
just trust me
knows?
on that.
Local
You will never hear
derby.
from me again.
Or Cardiff.
If we're in
Salford
relegation,
City.
you will never hear from me
Local
again.
derby.
I can promise you that.
They
Yeah.
asked Ruben
yeah.
tonight about relegation. He said it's embarrassing to answer questions about relegation as a Manchester United coach.
Well,
Don't be embarrassed. Get results.
I'd get a
Yeah.
little
But yeah,
bit of
guys,
training. You
peace.
might need to answer
Take
that.
care, Sean. Happy New Year.
Take care, brother.
Guys,
Dino.
it's the pain. Honestly, like I said, I've been ill all week. 8 days I've been ill. I went to that fucking stadium tonight against my better advice with myself. And you know the hope that kills you, don't it? It's the hope that kills you. I went there on a last minute tip. Not on a last minute, but in the last couple of days tip. Thinking, should I go, should I not go? And then
No.
yeah.
Bro, has your sister been to a game before? Or
Yeah,
was that the
she's been to a game.
She's been okay,
She's
cool.
been to a couple of times, yeah.
It's always, bro,
She's a
a
United
nice,
fan. My sister's,
yeah.
majority of my family, of my siblings, are all United fans.
But look, no matter what happens at the game, it's always nice to walk to the stadium. You get into the stadium, you feel the atmosphere, and then obviously the whistle blows, and then you start having, why did I do this? But at least you get the build up is nice and stuff. But yeah, what can we take away from tonight other than not much? There's not, I don't think much, bro. I've got one eye on Sunday. It's a very daunting prospect now. Do we not play again till Sunday, or is there another game somewhere?
Nah.
Some cuts. That's
No,
it.
no, we don't play till Sunday.
So today's Monday. We can actually train 2-3 training sessions, maybe. Hopefully, you might see something. I don't mind if we're gonna get licked, but the problem is don't lay down and die. Do you know what I mean? So, oh dear.
Sounds stupid, but hypothetically, Southampton got a new manager, got a point at Old Trafford. That would be a big pressure for relegation if Leicester spent and Jan and Ipswich get more wins.
Bro. Listen to this.
It's a 6-pointer. Those games are 6 pointers at Old Trafford. We've got Ipswich and Southampton at Old Trafford. 6 pointers.
Guys, what do you think of this? Amorim gets relegated, but Rude stays up. What do you think of that, Dino? Rude, we swapped him for Amorim, keeps Leicester up, we go down. That's
Ineos not spending as much money in the foundation as before. All they're putting was 100 to 600k.
That's cold, man.
And you guys think they will be buying players? Oh God! Oh my God! Unana is such a disgrace. I saw it tonight. Was it Bruno Gomes that was trying to score from the corner kicks? It's crazy.
Was it? Yeah.
As a Spurs fan, it's over for your club. The similarities in your owners compared to Enoch and Levy are the same. I don't let the stadium revenue think otherwise. There is no football ambition. Big up to you, but
yeah. So don't think all this chat about new stadium. Don't let that distract you. It'll be the same old shit, but they'll make more money. Yeah.
That's how it is.
Oh man, I've just got to say that £66 season ticket is a real sickener.
It's not a season ticket. It's just a match ticket.
Sorry, just
match ticket. Yeah.
That is
for disabled, for the elderly, for students,
for kids.
Yeah, you know what? They started charging more. They put more money on disabled charges, where disabled parking.
Man, really, that's like that's a £70 due for to go for 90 minutes.
Jamie, you need to calm down, mate. He's agreeing with us that our club's fucked because of our owners. You don't need to be that harsh on him, pal. You need to give it a rest. Jamie's that crazy guy that any other fan says anything about United.
Yeah, straight away, man.
He
Bam.
starts going for them.
No messing about. Drop of a hat. Well, listen, how's the thing going? How's the voting going?
Let me give you.
Let's just check on that. Nuruddin, how Sir Alex survived the Glazers.
Would take relegation if you can get rid of Ineos
and the Glazers
and Ineos?
Yeah,
78% said yes, 22% say no, and I think the 22%, that's out of 200 and nearly 50 votes, and the 22%, a lot of them are rival fans, I'm guessing.
So basically, overwhelming majority of fans, according to this sampling,
Fergie was a genius in that sense to survive
relegation,
the Glazers.
To get rid of that. I don't know if. So basically, we would take the fans. We're telling you, we are prepared to get relegated, and humiliated, to get rid of you guys.
Yeah,
that's your basically midterm assessment, employee assessment. Because essentially, you own the club. We are assessing how you are going about your business, and you are absolutely shite. And if we could sack you, we would, if we could pay you enough to fill the goddamn abyss that is the void for money, we would love to do that, but we can't. So your midterm report is, we would love to sack you, but we just can't. Not because you're good, but we just literally can't. Full stop. That's your midterm report of Ineos and the Glazers. Well done, guys. Great work.
Yeah, big up to Jamie's girlfriend. I feel her pain, mate.
Oh.
This is crisis in terminal. It's sad.
Yeah. Wendy is saying there's no money. It's why Ineos are desperate for Rashford to go to Saudi, because they will pay the biggest transfer fee, and Rashford is another major pay. Casemiro's the same. There you go. Villa very average tonight, looking like 5th, 7th this season for us. Celtic representing a strong, tough. Big up Celtic, absolutely.
Up the fucking Celtic.
Up the Celts, man. Everybody should be an honorary Celtic fan just for their stance on the Palestinian cause. Do you know that their club is fining them thousands a game? The supporters pay into a fund to actually continue to hold those flags that mean so much to the people in Palestine, to see that solidarity, that somebody still remembers them, sees them, and the fans pay the frigging fines. I mean, that transcends football to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's Muhammad Ali stuff. I swear to God, I absolutely respect, man. Respect. I'm gonna have to get myself. You know what? I'm gonna get myself a Celtic jersey.
Me too.
I swear to God, I'm gonna start wearing it to football, bro. That's the only other team that deserves the support.
Yes.
That's the least I could do. That is the least I could do. Gulad says free Palestine. I think Gulad from Turkey, if I'm right. Big up Gulad. Ian McDonald. I'm not sure what's worse, conceding early or conceding late, or in the games at this point. Conceding nonetheless, I guess, is just get used to it, Ian. You know, might start conceding in the middle as well there for you at this rate. Don't be surprised. What else we got? Go on, Dino.
Oh, people, honestly, I'm fucking, I'm just,
Excuse me.
I'm just so drained by this football club. I'm just drained. I'm drained. Ineos, Jim, multi-millionaire. There's money. It's just easier to make excuses than a real effort. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. All these other clubs have broken all these rules, and they get fined, and they just do what they have to do.
Lots of really good stuff down there. F Ineos, F Glazers, F Ineos. Run, keep back.
George saying here, it would be a deep sadness for Manchester United to go down to the Championship, but let's go straight 12 years of misery ends in the worst. Yeah. I always told you guys, I always said to you that, and people were telling me, I don't know what I'm talking about. I was awake late at night doing research on the financial situation of Manchester United. I told you they needed an investment. I told you that they weren't selling the club.
Mel's
Ineos fucking gave them that. I wish I was wrong about Ineos.
Oh dear. Mel's giving some good advice, I'd say, at this point. Protect your mental health, folks. Take a break from watching. Love your family. Good advice.
Yeah.
Matthew.
Matthew. Yeah. Big up Matthew.
Just look up Ireland's history. You will see why us Irish and Celtic fans stand in solidarity. Yeah, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
Goes without saying, man. You see, because we see reflections of one another.
This is it.
Yeah, man. Absolute big up.
Protect your mental health, people. That's all I can say. You watch any good films? I saw this lovely, delightful film the other day.
I've got something for you.
Talk to me.
Last night, amazing. It's called, I'll just tell you before that, Mufasa, the new Disney movie, really nice. It's about Simba's dad's story, what happened with him. I really enjoyed it. It's one for the kids, definitely, but even the grown-ups, really nice. I watched a documentary, The Cave of Addendum. Addendum is a biblical cave in the Old Testament, bro. This is a Lawrence Fishburne production. For those of you who might know him as Morpheus from The Matrix, he's part of making it. And it's a documentary about young black males. But it doesn't really matter that. What matters is every single person that watches this is going to take something away from it. Because it is a place that focuses on martial arts, but it is also a place where these youths come, like a youth club.
Oh yeah, I know about that guy's work.
And then the
guy who does the martial arts guy,
young kids. It is basically, man, a support network, and they start to open up. It is a therapeutic session, but what you start to see in terms of the concepts that you know as adults, the stuff that you've kept inside of you. There's a Frederick Douglass saying that he says it's easier to raise a child than to fix a grown man, because most grown men have a broken child inside of them. It shows you the power if you have the courage to say how you feel or not. And it shows you, man, the journey, the up, the down. And it is all, even though you're watching young men go through serious stuff, not knowing how to express and articulate what is a trauma, what is an emotion of something like grief, the loss of somebody, the absenteeism of a father, of a loved one, something that happened. How do I articulate that and tell you it's inside of me? It's eating away at my pride. It's eating away at my self-worth. And these are all relatable things to the biggest adult that may have regrets in their 60s, all the way down to a young 12-year-old who doesn't know any better because he's not experienced life yet. But the way that this film is done is not, it doesn't need a PhD to watch. It's so easy for you to just watch it, ingest it, think about it. So it's called The Cave of Addendum. Check it out. Let me know what you think. I thought about the work that me and you do, bro. That's why I sent it straight away.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got the message or not. I posted it in
Yeah,
the group
yeah.
as well.
So I've seen parts
So
of his work before.
yeah,
I've seen part of the guy's work. Yeah. When he
Uh,
brings the dads in with the sons and everything. Yeah.
yeah. So man, one of the quotes that I took from the film, just to finish off, is a heart that hurts is a heart that works.
Yeah.
A heart that hurts is a heart that works.
By the way, hearts can never be broken. Hearts can be dented a little bit, but never be broken. Broken heart means you're dead. The film that I watched is a Thai film. You can find it around your Our House cinemas, and it's called. Let me just get it now. Tell you the exact title. It's a Thai film, and it's about a very close knit family. Well,
is it the one that make that green Thai curry?
no,
No.
not that one. Definitely not that one.
Yes.
You dickhead. How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies.
I love you, man.
How
You're the man.
How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies.
What's it about? Tell us what's it about.
So I mean, it's one M driven by desire for $1 million inheritance, puts aside his dreams as a gamescaster to care for his terminally ill grandmother. Yeah. However, winning grandmother's favor is not easy to feat. She proves to be tough nut to crack, demanding and exacting, exceedingly difficult to please. To add more drama, he's not only one gunning for the inheritance. M soon finds himself embroiled in a grimpy competition where he must go to the great lengths to become the apple of grandma's eye before time runs out, all in pursuit of life-changing $1 million inheritance.
These films are nice,
really,
you know.
really good.
These
really
kinds,
good.
these kinds. Death at a Funeral, Jamie Wayne is saying. Death at a Funeral is a good one.
Yeah, big up.
And anything that makes me laugh, I like. Anything that makes me laugh, I like, man.
People. Watch things. You know what I mean? Watch things. Let's go. Bombay quickly. Let's finish up before we finish up, right?
Yeah.
Everybody in the comment, get in the comments. The best Christmas. Yeah. He's got somebody here. Hey,
Cherry.
Guess who the Christmas father has bought us, eh? It's only Jarvis. Jarvis, how are you?
Have you walked into the show or floated in?
Yeah, I just floated in.
Jarvis, we're not talking about the game anymore. We're fucking done with that shit.
I agree.
We're gonna talk about. Sorry, go ahead, Jarvis.
No, I said I just did a show on with Stu, so I'm done with the game now. You know, it's terrible. It's terrible.
It's terrible. I mean, what did he expect was starting that fucking midfield? Eh?
Yes.
What the fuck was he thinking? And then for me, the fans in the stadium are a fucking disgrace. The way what they did to him, to taking it out on him. He's 23 years old. He's been here for fucking 4 or 5 months. That's not his fault. What's been happening to us for the 12 fucking years of this club and how it's been run. It has nothing to do with him and the way they treat him. But big up Ben. Big up Ben, man. Up the fucking Irishness. Big up panel. Free Lebanon. Free Palestine. Free Ireland. My brother's cat suddenly passed away due tonight in the vets due to a blood clot. He's also lost his partner to cancer this year. 2024 worst year ever. Happy New Year, URT Army. Fucking hell, mate. Listen, we're sending your fucking brother so much love. We're sending you and your family so much love, man. And condolences, man. I don't know where my head will be if something bad happened to Scholes. I already lost Seedoff. I lost him to the road. Got run over. I lived next door to a big road and he got run over. So my condolences to your brother and to your whole family. Happy fucking New Year, man. Happy New Year and a healthy 2025. Big up, Ben. Lots of love to you, man. Lots of love. Send our love and a heart
This
to
is
your
the
brother.
stuff, Ben, that brings families close together. And this is the moment where you say, "Thank God I have family." And this is the moment that we learn from each other and we're tested through each other. So, bro, happy New Year to you. You know what I mean? His shoulders will not be burdened with more than he can handle. And then you guys are there as well to get him through it. And we're here for you, you know, to laugh at and joke at and watch United disgrace. Relegation dogfight. How was your boy? I hope you enjoyed your boy Anthony tonight. He brought him on just for you. I swear, Anthony came on. I thought Ben straight away came in my head. Ben's there. Oh, what the hell? Started laughing.
But Anthony
let me
did
just-
well, didn't he? He did
Yeah.
well.
Listen, big up to
Yeah.
Shekarian. Shekarian said, "Big up, Ben. Sorry for your brother losses. I lost my granddad 2 weeks ago, who was precious to me in hospital, out of nowhere in the morning." Yeah. Lots of love. Lots of fucking love, man. Lots of love to the people who've lost loved ones this year. Lots of love to everybody. Lots of love to the Palestinians, to the Lebanese, to the Sudanese, to the Congolese, to the Haitians, to the fucking everybody that is fucking struggling. Everybody that's struggling. Ben's giving you a bit of a laugh there, Bumbaye.
Good.
But yeah, can we get in the best Christmas films quickly? Let's get in. What are the best Christmas films? Do you watch a lot of American films? Do they show a lot of American films dubbed in Norwegian, or do you watch it in English?
No. It's in English, original language only.
Okay, so come
Besides
on,
the
people.
Disney ones, you know, for kids.
Yeah, Die Hard. Well, the new film apparently is really good for the kids called Mufasa. It's a new Lion King.
You remember
film.
Lion King? It's
Mufasa.
called
Yes.
Simba. It's father. Watch it, man. It's brilliant. Really nice.
Mufasa.
Yeah,
Mufasa,
there's a
yeah.
few. I'm not a musical guy. There's a few musical, but I think the kids will love it. But really nice lessons in there.
Mateo says Home Alone 1 and 2. That's a Christmas film. I tell you what's a Christmas film. Die Hard. Die Hard is a Christmas film.
Man, why? What is it with you and Bruce Willis and Die? How is that a Christmas film?
It's always done at Christmas.
Because it's snowing, it's killing people. Ho, ho, ho. Yippee-ki-yay. Kill everybody. Merry Christmas.
Trading Places is a Christmas film. What else
That's
is a
all right.
Christmas film?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
That's all right. Yeah, it's a good film.
No,
Eddie
really
Murphy
good
and,
one. For the
Dan
kids.
Aykroyd.
It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. That's a classic Christmas film.
Yeah.
Old school film.
Really good one for the
Christmas
kids.
Lampoon.
National Lampoons is good.
Yeah, National Lampoon. Yeah, that's a good
Now,
one.
Jingle All the
Chevy
Way.
Chase.
I've never seen that. Is that a good film? Jingle All the Way.
Yeah, no, it is a good film. It is decent. It is decent. A really nice one for the kids is Bad Santa with that's a cracker.
Billy Bob
That's not a
Thornton.
kid's film. That's an
Billy
adult
Bob
film.
Thornton.
Yeah.
It's for the bad naughty kids that are on the list. Bad kids on the list. You put Bad Santa on.
That's an adult film, you know. That's a really adult film.
Yeah,
That's not
no, I'm
a kid's
joking.
film.
Please do not watch that with your kids. Please don't do that.
Heat and Godfather. Somebody said Godfather. Is Godfather a Christmas film?
Is it?
Santa Claus the movie.
What the hell? Yeah, Santa Claus. Miracle on
Catch Me If You
34th
Can.
Street.
Somebody says Catch Me If You Can and Harry Potter.
You know what?
Is that a Christmas movie? Catch Me If You Can. That's who's on that? It's
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo. Yeah.
Bad Santa.
Yeah.
We don't call them midgets here, Jamie. We call them small people. Father Ted Christmas Special. That's the best, mate. Father fucking Ted. Jarvis, have you ever watched Father Ted? Comedy from Ireland. Go on. Will you have a cup of tea? Have a cup of tea, Father. It's the best, mate. It's absolutely
Oh, man.
Yeah, the Terminator 1 and 2. Are they Christmas films?
Nah. I wouldn't say so.
Fight of the Navigator. I've never seen that.
Has anybody ever watched The Snowman, where he makes the snowman and then the snowman melts as the day goes on? That's like
Mhm.
that's almost obligatory in our gaff since we were kids. It comes on
Yeah,
all.
that's the old one, the animated film.
I'm flying in the air. That
Yeah,
one, you know that one?
I'm flying in the air. Man
Try that.
United
I've
are
not been
fucking
drinking, promise.
shit. We're getting relegated. Yeah, they got Windy.
Oh,
Windy said her parish priest said Die Hard is a Christmas film. Well, one of them is Christmas, isn't it? One of them. I think the first Die Hard. Yeah, first Die Hard is a Christmas, isn't it? It's set around Christmas.
Yeah.
You know the baddie in that film. I love that actor, British actor. He passed away now.
Ian Rickman.
Alan
Brilliant
Rickman.
actor. Alan
Rickman. What a fantastic actor.
Yeah, mint.
Yeah. Snowman, the classic. Jarvis, Tactical Devils. Man,
Oh,
yeah.
mate. You know what?
Somebody said E.T. Is
E.T.
E.T. a Christmas film?
I don't know about Christmas. It is a good one, though. But I tell you what is a mint film that I do like myself. The Polar Express.
Yeah. The one, the Tom Hanks one. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the Polar Express.
It's a good one. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I watch
really
it every Christmas with my kids. So yeah, it's a Christmas movie. Yeah.
Do you know what? I think your place, man. Christmas just don't feel the same if it ain't snowed. I swear. When it's snowed out there and it's freezing cold, it really brings it home. Is it snowing where you are, Jov?
Yes, all the time.
All
the time,
man.
constantly.
He lives in one of the most snowy,
I'm
coldest
so
places in
tired
the
of
world.
shoveling snow.
It was a dumb question, rhetorical. Apologies.
I haven't hit the gym for at least a year, and look at me. I'm shoveling snow all the time.
Wow, looking good, man. I need to move to
Looking
Norway.
sharp,
Obligatory gym.
Looking very
sharp,
sharp,
mate.
Jarvis.
Exactly.
Have you been out with the family? How are the kids? How's Christmas
Yes, the
for you and
kids
your
are
family?
kids. Yeah, well, they came to me today, and we actually had the Christmas Eve #2, and we opened a lot of gifts, and we had a good time. Yeah, so.
Oh, that's
brilliant, man.
And how was it with your family? You spent the other Christmas with your family as well?
That was a beautiful Christmas. No, I spent the Christmas Eve with my kids, but with my ex-wife's home. So yeah,
good.
That's good.
So
and then with your family as well, and your friends, it was good to see them.
Yes, I've had a brilliant Christmas. So many people coming home, meeting up with old friends. It's been fantastic. Yeah,
a couple of drinks here and there.
Yes, it's Christmas.
To get through Manchester United results, at least that helps. At least you guys can drink, man. I can't.
I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered anymore.
Yeah,
I'm numb.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what the fuck else to say. It's just, you know what hurts me? You know what hurts me the most about tonight? I've been ill, and I've been and ahhing whether should I go or not. I go, and they concede 2 goals to the most basic fucking plays of football. Get it wide and cross it in. 2 of the basic. And we've got 2 guys, 2 centre-halves on the pitch there who was supposed to be monsters in the air. Oh. And both of them are on the fucking in the middle of the yards, 6 yards out. They score from 6 yards out, and the goalkeeper's nowhere to be seen. He doesn't come out. He doesn't clean them out. You know what I mean? Clean them fucking. He doesn't do anything. He just.
Were you ever nervous on the corner kicks for Newcastle? You saw they did the same thing.
Of course they did. Of course we were laughing. I was laughing my head off. I'm like, they tried to score. He's taking the piss. He's trying to score. You know how embarrassing that is.
Do you know what? They're gonna start showing. They're gonna start showing our games on on Dave, or what's that other channel? One of them dodgy channels, man. After Dickinson's Real Deal is some shit. We keep playing like this. You're gonna find there's no more on beIN Sports and Sky. Manchester United will start shortly after Dickinson's Real Deal at 2:00 on a Sunday on Dave. You can catch a rerun on Channel 4+1 or some shit like that. That's what's going to be Man United soon. Flipping out, man. Jarvis, we're talking about relegation. Relegation.
Yes, we do.
We're 5 points off. What the hell, man?
Do you think it's a possibility? We talked a little bit about it, me and Stu. Is relegation a
Go on
possibility?
TV.
Are we too good to go down?
No,
No.
Jarvis, this is the question I asked. So listen to this, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
Where I said, would you take relegation if we can get rid of the Glazers and Ineos? And so far, 282 people have voted, and 79% said yes, 21% said no.
Yeah.
That's the feeling.
You're basically saying, man, you're relegated, but Glazers and Ineos are not there anymore. They disappear. It's a vacuum for somebody new to come in.
Imagine if the Glazers were gone. One day you could wake up, no more Glazers.
The
We would be free.
Yeah. The only constant has been the Glazers. That's everything else has changed. No?
Windy, big up Windy. Is that the coldest it ever gets in Washington, D.C.? 16 degrees. Is that the coldest it ever gets? She says here, I don't know where my former neighbor from Trinidad lives in Norway dealing with that cold.
No, it's much colder than that. We get down to minus 30.
Wow.
Yeah. You can't breathe outside. You know, the air is freezing to ice in your lungs. You know, it's terrible. You can't stay outside.
Of course you can. You die. You can't breathe properly.
No.
You can't touch your nose. It freezes.
Bro,
You have to wear these clothes, mate. Fucking hell. When Jarvis steps out just to get to the car, when he's shuffling stuff,
5 jackets.
honestly, it looks like what's it called, Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. Oh, Ghostbusters!
Michelin
That's a
Man.
Christmas film. That's the Christmas film, Ghostbusters. I'm sure that's a Christmas film.
It is, yeah.
Ghostbusters. Du-du-dum, du-du-dum-dum. Du-du-du-du-du-du. That's cheered me up. Talking about films has cheered me up, people. I swear to God, I went to the game and I got ill. Got ill again. Got fucking ill.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Was it worth it?
No. It's good to see my little sister. It's good to go with my little sister.
It's nice. But how do you feel about next week? Liverpool coming up.
If they keep it down to 4, we've done well.
No,
if they keep the score down to 4, I'll take 4-0 now, Jarvis.
Yeah, no. Do you know? Remember those days, Jarvis, of anything is possible? No. I'll just accept it. It's a loss. How bad? I don't know.
Did you see it, Jarvis? About he said Amorim, and they asked him, "Are you going to be able to do something in January?" He says, "No, we can't do anything."
Did?
Yeah, he said that. Yeah. He said that in the press conference, and they kept asking him, "Change the system." He said, "No, I'm not changing the system."
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Don't back down. Yeah, but if he backs down and changes it and
No,
accommodates
I'd rather him die. I'd rather he dies by his principles.
Yeah.
Die by your principles.
Yeah.
Let me just see here. There's a couple of things that I wanted to say. I thought this was a disgrace. Big up to Andrew Illisnorin and faxing away our manager Krusevski to the Wolves, and I can't support the line of Amorim's not learning from his mistakes. I think that's true. I suggested, Jarvis, that he should play the attacking players, Anthony on the right and Ahmad as the wing back. Because you know why? He's too comfortable because Mazraoui and the lot are not beating players. They're not beating players.
Especially
so there's no space. There's no space for the forwards to operate, because if the wing backs can skip past people, you create 1+ and you create overloads and you create space for attacking players. So now, just play Mazraoui as a third centre half and play 2 wing backs. And now I'm happy for you to take Ahmad back to right wing back. I'm telling you, I'm happy.
Okay, he left. But just to counter that, I would say Mazraoui is not playing as a winger when he goes forward. He plays he inverts and shift plays with Ahmad. So Ahmad is
we need to create more space.
But now he's been doing this the 2 last games. Ahmad is on the sideline, and Masraoui is inverting.
No,
This
Is
how
that?
he's setting now.
no,
But
it's not working.
is that good? Do we want Ahmad out wide
No, we
and
don't.
Mazraoui in that inverted
No, we
position
need
to do the
Ahmad in
damage?
that position. We
Yeah,
need
but
Ahmad in that position.
Noradin, everybody hated Ten Hag when he put Masraoui in the 10, and now Amorim is doing the same, and no one is saying nothing because they don't
Well,
understand football. They don't see what's going on.
Look on my Twitter against Wolves. I said it. Look on my Twitter. On against Wolves, I tweeted halftime. I was like, "What the hell is happening? Put Masraoui. Masraoui needs to go out wide. Ahmad needs to come in the middle." It's just honestly, it's bullshit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
bullshit. Anyway, listen, guys, it's been live for 2 hours. Yeah.
Let's go
I'm
out with a
shattered.
Merry Christmas for the Zionist colonialist.
Not even that. Just I want to wish everybody a happy New Year, innit? Might be live tomorrow. I might do a video tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, big up to everybody. Big up to every one of you who have been part of the channel. Big up to Jarvis. Make sure you go and check out Tactical Fucking Devils, people. You need to check out Tactical Fucking
Is that what you
Devils.
called it? Do you call it Tactical Fucking Devils? How's the channel doing, man? That's gonna stick out. Big views.
Big views. Not getting shadow banned. Oh, we did quite well. We almost had 400 views on my show.
Wow!
Brilliant.
Congratulations. That's
Fucking
excellent,
brilliant.
man.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Brilliant, man.
So thanks to you, Noradin, and all the other great people in this chat. A lot of familiar faces. So thank you guys for joining and liking.
Yeah, there's the link there, people. Please go over there right now and go and smash a fucking subscribe and like the video. Tactical breakdown, him and Stu have just done. Big up Free Palestine, but big up to everybody. Big up to everybody who's been part of the URT army. Big up to United Real Therapy. Wish we were wrong about Glazers not selling this football club. I wish I was wrong about Ineos. I wish I was wrong about these players, these mercenary bastards. But unfortunately, I'm not. I'm undefeated in terms of predicting shit. And my New Year resolution is I'm not going to predict anything next season because am I putting the curse on Manchester United? I'm just not gonna say anything. Fuck the Arab fucking and the Muslim leaders in this world. Fuck them. They're all bastards. Yeah, lots of love to you and wishing everybody a happy and most importantly healthy 2025. But yeah, people, you need to by any means when you leave here now, go to there and click on that link and go and subscribe to Jarvis. We need to get Jarvis Tactical Devil channel to 1,000K ASAP. Let's fucking do it, people. But yeah, other than that, please make sure you check out Jarvis Cocker. Tactical Devils is a YouTube channel. Mr. Structure Me. This is my that guy Red Devil on Twitter. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Bumbaye, you will only see him on Tactical Devils and United Real Therapy. You won't see him anywhere else. He doesn't have any Twitter or anything like that, people. So you want to check Bumbaye out? He's on these both channels. Sending you all love and light, people. I am exhausted. I'm tired. I'm ill. I've been ill and I pushed myself today to be out and about. And yeah, I just hope I don't get ill again. But love to you all, man. Love to you all. So free Palestine, free Lebanon, free Congo, free Sudan, free Tigray, free Haiti, free Ogaden, free anywhere where people are oppressed in this world.
Yeah.
Free everybody, whether it's locally, nationally, or globally. Free everybody, people who are getting discriminated because of their gender, because of their sexual orientation, because of their religious beliefs, because anything that they can't help for. And fuck the Glazers and fuck Ineos. I'll take a relegation, I swear to God, to the championship. No problem. If it meant we can get rid of them both. 2025, the aim is for this channel to be on the road to 20K. Please, if you haven't made sure, hit that button on your way out, please. Big up to Khalees, Ramadine Lasse. Big up to Sheikh Ariane. Big up to Jamie. Big up to every one of you. Big up to Rasmus. Big up to everybody. Emperor. Big up to, Windy. Big up to all of you and the other hundreds and thousands of you who subscribe, who are part of this community. Love and light, people. And like I said, I'm wishing you a happy and most importantly, healthy 2025. We might do a video tomorrow. We'll see if anything comes up. United Real Therapy and Bum My Eye on exclusive. There you go. You know, look, some of the fans are saying this tonight. Bring Ten Hag back. Okay, now.
Happy New Year to Eric Ten Hag, man. You know, 2 trophies. Yeah, serious. It's never nice. And at this moment in time, I am feeling he is a little bit endeared to me at this time of year. Because we're in a relegation dogfight.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Jarvis, any last word from you?
Yeah, I support what you say when you finish the show always, and free the world, and you know, there's a lot of people suffering. Even though it's Christmas, we're sitting here and enjoying ourselves, and a lot of people are celebrating their holidays. But I'm glad that you keep the fight going, you know, and then thinking of the people who are in need and in suffering. So big up, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope that you have a good day tomorrow and get to celebrate and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Free the people, free the land, end the genocide, end the occupation. 1 second, Mumbai. I just want to say, make sure you check out Sean as well at Sean Thomas on Twitter. And then How We See Things on his geopolitical podcast. And also, please check out Black Rain, our brother Lesso, and lots of love to you as well. Make sure you check out Malwani as well, Marwan Luwani as well. Yeah, big up,
brother.
Big up to Tom, wherever he is in this world. Yes. Love to Tom as well. Happy Christmas and Merry New Year to him. So, and all those during the season, peace can be difficult for many people. Love to everybody, man. Love, and please smash a like on your way out. Big up to we had 1 minute. We had over 600 people live here tonight.
Wow.
So yeah, please. There's still over 300 of you in here. Please smash a like on the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But more importantly, please go now, as soon as you leave here. Stay on YouTube and click to this Jarvis' channel, Tactical Devils. Love and light, people. Take care. Peace. Tactical Devils. Let's get to 1,000. Hurry up, people. Let's do it quickly. Let's get to 1,000 on a Tactical Devils.
What are we on?
Well, Mumbai, actually, your last word from you, Habibi. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say, man, it's overwhelming. 600 people is a lot anyway to me. Just everyone in the comments, man. Thank you for tuning into this show. Without the comments, really, what the hell's the point in this whole thing? Anyway, from start to finish, I love it. I enjoy doing it. Not so much the shit I don't know about. Just post-match. Pre-match, post-match is probably where I'm most comfortable. The other stuff I've learned actually from just watching. But listen, stay safe. New Year's. God bless everybody. Look forward to seeing you hopefully in 2025, and we can review championship games.
And big up to Sheikh Harry, and he says, and fuck the GCSEs while we're out there as well. Fuck the Glazers. Fuck
I mean, we pumped those GCSEs so hard, they're probably fucked already now. Every week on the show.
Main who stabilized us for sure. Main who stabilized us. Big up to Footy Heritage. Yeah, we all saw it. Big up, love and light. Take care, people. Take care. My dad had a cold he was suffering with. Yeah. Me and Mumbai, all our WhatsApp groups are all fucking full of people with cold. Manchester United add the insult to illness. You know what I mean? They're adding it. Yeah. Mumbai ain't got it, Jarvis. You joking? Mumbai ain't got it from me just on being live with me on the channel.
Yeah. Just listening to him, mate, came through this head step. Bam. Left there. I was KO'd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Love and light, people. Take care. Good night. Happy
Take care.
New Year.
Good night.